Matt Prater, been around a long time, will get us started here. And off we go from Cleveland. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
What the fuck?
That's a big
You
idea.
got toenails everywhere over here this corner.
I don't know how to
Operating
put
from
it
their
out
own
over there.
23,
That's
they'll begin 1st and 10.
What the hell?
They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. He'll
What's
struggle to
going
get
on?
back to the line of scrimmage.
all right.
Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, it gotta be from the big toe.
They'll go again with Swift. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Goff. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing to begin, it's Wilson. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
Open man downfield. It's and they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That one is caught by Mooney. And the Ravens are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Here's Bigsby. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live.
That is hot. What a job on the scramble. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Ravens. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Prater, extra point is good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Come on. This fucking game is ass.
Came in nothing but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks, the A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going with a destination.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I gotta go with it.
I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID.
On the line, grinding, fuck perfect timing, fuck maintaining. Your hoe keep complaining, just gonna shut the fuck up.
One brick, one miss, rich took his chick, I know. We talking style like boy, pretty face guy like, bro, how do I exist?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. He'll get this to about the 38. So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. Two unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But two teams like this, and I remember preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these two are on a collision course. It'd be interesting if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
From the gun on third down, Goff.
Oh my. Thank you, Lord. I hit the fucking wrong button.
But he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. They show run with three tight ends here on first down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sione Takitaki. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Marte Mapu. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Seven 0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
2 yards to go, second down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Goff now to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Now Goff. He'll find the former Steeler, Deontay Johnson.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Goff. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. On the return, here comes Newsome. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape. I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Wilson. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now it's Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down. To throw again is Wilson. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Darnell Mooney with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Play action. It's gone. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. We look at this Browns defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
They go play action with Wilson. Oh, the turnover fuss continues. Here's another interception. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Huh?
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And that's good for a pickup of 2
I don't have no ball to hit at all.
He'll be left with a second and about a foot.
I don't know.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the gun, Bigsby. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the... Play action. It's Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight
The
end.
flag.
And he'll be
Oh.
taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Here's Wilson. That's taken in by Kraft. He's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Bigsby is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Wilson. This is caught. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that will lead to a 3rd and goal. Now they send a running back in motion right. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They'll try the air now with Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. He gets this one to Mechie. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. Going to look deep for Wilson. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, this drive has been a model of efficiency. They've done everything they've wanted to. And the defensive guys, they've got to be getting frustrated. They can't figure out how to get off the field.
Now Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 2nd down and 4. From the gun, here's Swift. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Some touches.
Here's Goff. Flushed out right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass.
Oh, boy, this shit is a struggle. I think the defensive line is fucking... Damn.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
I ain't gonna lie. I'd be damned if I got down and get my ass beat. I'ma lose. But just blame to get my ass beat? No, sir. That ain't gonna happen. I'ma lose. I'ma goddamn lose with a goddamn fight.
Set at the line for this next drive.
Belt.
It's been a good first half so
go,
far. They're
man.
up 14-0.
Go.
Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Off play action. Here's Goff. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. The final shot before break here. Goff. And that is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage. But an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Able to find his man, Kraft. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Tucker Kraft, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Goff. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. Skirts by him at the 35. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here we go on 4th. Goff, flush to his right. Oh, and I think the ball's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on 4th. Here's Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Swift going to try up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. A quick throw out wide to Mooney. Oh, a heck of a move. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now it's Wilson. There's Mooney with another catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Step back to pass. Going right back to Wilson.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now Stick. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield, because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On fourth down, Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have picked up right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Garrett Wilson An 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Goff looking to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. 33 yards that time. Give to Bigsby on the option. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Wilson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. No big surprise, Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Short throw to Disley. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. This one deep for Wilson. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. Now look out. To the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead.